How you doing? You well?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm blessed. Always.
Blessed.
Here to talk about Who's That Girl?
Yes.
New book.
Yeah.
I've seen you done a lot of promo.
Yes.
Here, there, everywhere.
Yes.
Listen, get it out there. Let people know.
Yeah.
I was interested in the fact that the first chapter was the gift and the curse.
Yes.
And that your name is Eve Gillan.
Yeah.
So just learning off the bat, really, from
Yeah.
the beginning. So talk to me.
Yeah.
Why did you bring this book to market? What was it you wanted to get off your chest?
Yeah, I think the anniversary of my first ever album, Let There Be Eve, Rough Riders First Lady, just passed. But knowing that was coming up, I knew I wanted to bring something out to celebrate that. And a book just felt like the right thing to do. I kind of wanted to take people back a bit, and even with myself, but also bring people up to where I am now in my life. But it also felt like an opportunity too to dive backwards, like go backwards again, and kind of shed some things that I guess I maybe have been carrying with me. Through my career. Yeah.
Life for you in 2024 is very different.
Yeah.
Compared to where we were. So I guess it's the same for everybody, right? But
Yeah.
speak on the process of pulling this book together.
Yeah.
Was it difficult, hard, cathartic?
All of that. Yes, all of those words you said, but also rewarding. I feel like I felt the rewards after I read the Audible portion. I don't think I felt that literally until then. When I got to hear myself read my story, I actually called my co-writer and was just like, wow, one, this is a good book. But two, I'm really proud of myself. But it was in the beginning, I kind of approached this process with walls up because I wasn't really ready to dive in.
Right.
But my co-writer pulled me to the side and was like, girl, like, if you want people to feel your story, you have to emote. You have to go back. And a lot of the revelations that you see in the book or that you read in the book are things that I kind of like figured out as we were writing as well. Which was an interesting process because, as humans, sometimes we think we're done with a situation.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, I dealt with that. I'm fine. And then you start talking about it. And then someone asks you something in a different way. And you're like, oh, nah, I didn't even know I felt like that. So that was an interesting process. Yeah.
One of the most interesting, there were so many interesting things. But one of the most
There's a lot
interesting
in
things
there.
for me
Yes.
was you kind of recounting the fact that your first ever concert was Shabba Ranks.
Yes.
Now, I was going through it thinking to myself, I grew up with you, but there's going to be an audience that didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Right, who are very much in tune with what you're doing now in your life now. So this is going to be like a real education for them. But how did you? Were you a bashment baby?
Oh my God, yes.
So talk about that.
Well, it's funny because, and I might say that, I think I say this in the book, but people who know me know I'm the biggest Jafaican on the planet. I love dance hall, always loved bashment, always. That was like all I really listened to, pretty much. That and like Bob Marley, Nirvana. That was my like playlist.
How did that come about though?
Well, Philly used to have, and still does actually, a big Jamaican community. And I just was always around Jamaicans all the time. And they just felt like my people. Plus, how can you not love the culture? I just loved and embraced the culture and the food, like everything. But the music always spoke to me. I just love the music. So yeah, I was just Jafaican walking around Philly.
What do you and who do you think will get the most from this book?
That's a good question. I really hope that this book is not just, yes, this is a book that is written about a lot of women, female things. I talk about infertility and things like that. But I also talk about just general emotion, general determination. So I hope that it's the book for everyone. I think that there are some parts of this book that hopefully lots of people can relate to, and that hopefully lots of people will get, I don't know. I mean, for me, it was very healing. Oops, sorry. For me, it was very healing, but I do hope that there are some parts of this book that people read, that they see parts of themselves, and possibly gain something from it. That would be great. Yeah.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah,
Appreciate
definitely.
it.